Just before I get started, I'm going to show you how to, or the way I get a bolt out that's been rounded off. But I just wanted to say a quick thank you to a new subscriber, which is Delboy's Garage, Delboy. It's an honour to have you following me, mate. If you don't know, check out his channel, I'll put it in the description. Way more useful than I'll ever be to watch if you get stuck on anything, and he has a shit ton of videos on all kinds of stuff. I've actually followed him for a fair while. I've not actually been subbed, just keep dipping in and out of the videos. Started commenting and mentioned what I was doing as a project, and straight away subbed. So much appreciated, mate. Now on with the show. Now then, while I was in the workshop tidying up, ready to do a bit of grinding tomorrow hopefully, I discovered this line on the floor, which is the baffle to the shortened can that I did. Now there's a good chance that this may not pass an MOT, so I had to make sure that I didn't lose the baffle. Now on putting the baffle back in, what I've discovered is that head there, that Allen bolt, has rounded off. So I'm a bit stuck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick tip on my way of getting this out. Now there's other ways of doing it, there's definitely better ways of doing it. This is just my way of doing it, and it works most of the time. So top two are alright, we've got no problems there, but what do we do about this? So first of all, I'm just going to loosen off these two slightly. No problem. That one, no chance. So try the next size Allen key up. Way too big, obviously that's not going to happen. Now assuming you have in your workshop a good selection of, is that focusing? A good selection of Torx bits. This particular one here is, if she'll focus, is a T15 Torx. So it's ever so slightly larger than the Allen bolt that's rounded off. So all I'm going to do, because this is slightly enlarged anyway, if I rotate this, I feel it fit in between the flats. All I'm going to do, keeping it square, is just tap that Torx bit into the offending bolt. Then hopefully we take the driver and, can you see, while putting on pressure, there we go. Now rather than take that off there, I'm going to leave it on. Remove the other two, get the plate off, which only comes off one way because of the nice dint in the top. Drop the baffle in, make sure it's lined up with the holes. stick the plate on. And what I've done before putting these back in, just back that out a bit, is I've discovered this, which has probably been out for 50 years, but in all the time I've been working on engines I've never come across this. This is C5A copper slip or anti-seize in a Pritt stick. It was freaking amazing. And just get a small amount, put the first one in, just rotate it backwards till it clicks, then I know the threads are engaged properly. Wind it in, not all the way, because as you'll see, so it's a bit too much, it's actually lifted the other side up, which will make lining the holes up difficult, so just back that out a little bit. Rotate it backwards till we get that click. Spin her in again, not all the way, just make sure the hole's clear. Very carefully apply small amount of copper slip, or maybe a little bit more than that. Copper slip, anti-seize, I call it copper slip. And then rotate it backwards till I feel that click, and wind it in. Now these don't need to be mega tight, so just nip it up, give it a wiggle, and Torx bit comes out. Now if we're very careful in future, because we've already hammered in those teeth, as it were, on the Torx bit, that should slot back in with a bit of pressure. Hey presto. So if I now just nip the other two up, and because I tightened that one first, I'm fairly confident that the pressure of that lifting is going to put more pressure on the screw, the balls even, and it shouldn't really need any more tightening up. And I don't want to risk, like I say, over tightening it and stripping it out again, because then it becomes even more difficult. Ta-da!